There's a richness in stillness. The colors feel fuller, the air feels newer. I no longer chase time, I move with it. This pivot year isn't about doing more, it's about feeling more, about choosing presence over pressure, peace over performance. And in this gentle slowness, I'm finally meeting the version of myself I've been rushing past all along. This is the year I choose softness, to walk slowly without rush and let the world reveal itself to me. I glance up at the sky more often, trace the clouds like poetry. I feel the hush of the wind as it dances through the leaves. I move my body slowly, intentionally, not to chase an outcome, but to send a signal. You're safe here, you're seen, you're allowed to savor this. Every stretch, every step, every gentle sway becomes a quiet language of trust, a way to remind myself this day is mine to relish, fully, deeply, with no need to rush. This is what it means to live softly in my body, to honor movement not as a task but as a celebration of being here now. I soften my gaze. I release the tension held between my brows, the quiet pressure I didn't even know I was carrying. With each deep breath, comfort arrives, not loud, not rushed, just a quiet warmth that tells me I'm okay. I'm safe to slow down, I'm allowed to be at ease, I'm worthy of rest. This feels good, this feels like peace. I'm safe to slow down, I'm allowed to be at ease. I'm worthy of rest. This feels good. This feels like peace. And in this small pause, I remember I can soften. I deserve to soften. I give myself permission to smile for no reason, to shrug things off without guilt, to feel joy, not because I've earned it, but because I exist. There's pleasure in the quiet. There's delight in letting it be easy. I've spent years walking inside rules I never agreed to, systems that have told me how to strive, how to measure myself. But now I understand that this world is made of constructs, and I don't have to follow everyone. I choose what feels good to me. I choose what's kind to my nervous system. I choose softness even when the world feels hard. The only rules I follow now are the ones that let me be free. This year I live softly in how I care for my body, in the choices I make, not because I have to, but because I get to. I get to choose what I eat, foods that nourish me, that feels like love. I get to moisturize my skin with care. Every small decision is a quiet act of self-respect, a ritual of pride, a way of saying I matter, I'm worth caring for. This is how I live now, intentionally, and with reverence for the everyday. This is how I live now, intentionally and with reverence for the everyday. Taking care of myself isn't a task, it's a celebration of being alive, of being me. And the more I attend to what's inside, the more I radiate on the outside. My energy, my light, my authentic flair, it comes from within. Burnout lives in the constant space of doing, in forgetting to pause, to play, to reflect, and just be. But balance is beautiful, and I remind myself of that daily. This year I choose softness as strength. This year I honor my body, my joy, my peace. And I'm so deeply grateful for this life, for the people I choose to share it with, and for the ones who choose me. The reason I have happy memories is because I made the effort to notice, to say this matters, this right here, this is special. I've learned when I treat a day like it's sacred, it starts to become exactly that. Not just another ordinary Tuesday, but a page I'll look back on and smile. The more I say to myself, this day counts, the more it does. I'm actively capturing the moment that matters to me, not the big flashy ones, but the quiet glimmers. Like cooking something differently just to see how it feels, taking a new route home, trying the last few ingredients in the fridge and creating something playful. It may look simple to others, but to me it's magic. It's a way of saying this life is mine to shape, and I'm shaping it with intention and curiosity, with creativity that turns the ordinary into memories. Sometimes, without even realizing, we slip into a playbook, a quiet script about how life should look, what's for us and what's not. We start saying things like, that's not me, I would never, that's not my thing. It's easy to say no, safer to stay at a distance, to scroll through life instead of stepping into it. But the truth is, observation can't replace experience. Knowing about something isn't the same as feeling it for yourself. Because when I do say yes, when I let myself try, immerse, mess up, get gritty, laugh, learn, that's when something shifts. That's when my body lights up. That wow feeling. Not measured, just felt. It's not about outcomes, it's about presence, about expanding the edges of who I think I am. This is the pivot year, the year I stop holding back, the year I give myself permission to experience more than I judge, to feel more than I fear. Because life, real life happens in the doing, in the being, in the brave, beautiful acts of saying, maybe this is for me. How do I know what love feels like? It's excitement, the joy, the wonder. But here's the truth. These feelings don't just live in my mind. They need a scene, a setting, a moment. Just like the director finds a character, a script, a location to bring the story to life, I get to choose how love shows up in my movie, how joy gets expressed in my day, how my sociable, curious self gets a place to play. How excitement finds a home in my calendar, not just in my imagination. It starts with a question, with asking, what do I want to feel more of? What would light me up? How can I please my own soul today? Because when I ask, I listen. When I listen, I act. And when I act, that's when I start living those emotions, not just thinking about them. I'm building a memory bank, one joy at a time, one adventure, one laugh, one courageous yes. This is my life, and I love taking ownership of it. I love stepping into the role of a creator because I know everything I dream of is in my grasp.